guys, welcome back to my channel. I told you that I was going to be active more. I didn't say how often I was going to be on here. I know it's been a while since my last video where I said that I was going to be active more, but I've just been busy. Work has picked up. I've got a lot of hours, all of that good stuff. Today's video is actually a special video to me anyway, because I know it's not an art video technically. Today is a video that I have been wanting to make for a really long time. I think since like last year I have been wanting to make this video because I am wanting to dedicate my time to this specific subject. I am going to be introducing you guys to my characters. I guess I don't necessarily need to make a video for this, but I feel like it's a part of a brand, I guess. It's a part of a group, whatever. That's why I'm making this video. Am I making any sense at all? Like, these characters are in one specific unit. Like, it's a part of, like, not a story, but it's a part of, you get what I mean. I hope you get what I mean. I am going to introduce you to the critter fiends. If you have been following me for a long time, you might have seen them here and there. I have not dedicated my life to them yet. I really want to, because I want people to see this and know who I am, basically. The critter fiends are... Is it critter fiends or critter fiends? I forgot already. The critter fiends are hybrid characters. They have like human bodies with like animal-esque ears and tails and stuff like that. And these were made in 2015. Not the artwork that I'm going to show you, but like the concept of the characters were made in 2015. I've had them for almost 6 years actually. 5 years will almost be 6 years, and they are very special to me. I had created the first character when I was really lost in a time in my life. It was a really hard year during that time, and I didn't know what to do with my artwork. I still kind of don't know what to do. Yes, I do. I know what to do, but I wanted to create my own, not a story. I don't really have plans to make it into a story, but like to create a line of characters in a specific way or in a specific brand. That way people will recognize these characters and recognize that these belong to me and that I'm known for these characters, if that makes sense. This is the first drawing that I made of this character, which I will talk about in a little bit. Started off with this sketch. It was actually when I was trying out alcohol-based markers. You can see I was not really that great when it came to like blending and markers and shit. Still not really that great, but a lot better, as I would say. As you can see, she is wearing a beanie. These characters first started off as wearing beanies to hide their ears, but the more that I was drawing them, the more I realized that, like, my way of thinking was that if they took off their hats, it would just look really weird. And then at one point, I just wanted to see what they look like without their hats. And then now they just don't have hats unless they want to wear hats, you know what I mean? Like beanies and stuff. Unless I turned them into their human characters. What's funny is that they weren't even supposed to be called critter fiends. They're actually called critter fiends because of they're hybrids, so they're animals necessarily, so that's why they're called critter fiends. And they actually weren't even supposed to be called critter fiends. I think they were supposed to be called I don't really know. I forgot. But like the name was like a brand title from Speedo, like a certain line in Speedo, like the swimwear, which by the way, do your research before you make something, I guess, because someone probably already has that idea or that name. Because imagine like if this gets popular and this brand sees that my name is the same as theirs, I might have gotten sued. Before I actually get into the rundown for these characters, it took a while for me to figure out what I wanted to do in progression of these characters. I have 3 versions each for these characters. I have the hybrid version, which is the original version, the human version, which is something that I want to do every so often, but I also did animal versions, which I don't know if I'm ever gonna do animal versions, but I wanted to try my hand out anyway. So really the question is, will they stay as hybrids or will they stay as humans? Just out of sheer laziness, they might just stay as humans, but I think for the brand, they're gonna have to stay as hybrids. For the format of this video, they will be in the form of hybrids, and you will see the character designs that I made. I will pop them up anywhere, wherever on the screen, probably here. Ophelia, also known as Opie, the very first character that I made. She is the reason why Critter Fiends even exists, and she holds a special place in my heart just for the reason that she is the first character that I made in Critter Fiends. It was the hardest redesign that I had to make animal-wise, because when I first did these character designs, I had done this before, like I think 2 years ago, and now I just redid it. So the first time I did these character designs, I wanted her to be a Persian, mainly because I see her hair as like choppy and unkept and like kind of not raggedy, that would be bad, but like, you know, layered and, you know, something like that. So I just figured, oh, like a Persian would be a good design for her. And then I tried redesigning the animal version of her, and it just looked really weird and I couldn't fix it. So now she's a short hair, and even still, it still looks kind of weird. I'm going to read the character info for you and for all of these characters. I will be reading this off of the Microsoft Surface book. So Ophelia is a short hair. She's 23 years old. She always sees the brighter side of things and always makes sure everyone feels good and loved. When she needs it, she confides in her best friend, Lucky. So each of these character infos are going to be kind of short. And I did use the, they do have personality traits in them. I just forgot what website that I used to make them. She has the personality of the protagonist. I didn't choose that because she is my favorite character, or she's the first character that I made. It just seemed like what fit her the most. And she has a crush. She has a crush on Bruno, which obviously is a character that I will be introducing soon. So then we have Lucky, and her real name is Lucille. Her hair was the hardest redesign for me when it came to her hybrid form, because she's a rabbit. She's a rabbit, and for when it came to like her ears, I couldn't figure out like how her hair fell, because when I designed her with her hair and with her hybrid ears, how I designed her hair when she's in her hybrid form is that she's wearing pigtails. She doesn't need to be wearing pigtails, but that was the design that I had for her in the first place. And I genuinely couldn't figure out how her pigtails looked to go with her ears. It took like 2 hours for me to figure out how to do it. And her feet, I don't know what, I designed her feet to be big like a rabbit in both forms, in all forms actually, obviously, because the other form is her as a rabbit. But it just looked like super clownish, and yeah. Lucky is 5'11". Did I say how tall Opie is? Because she's 5'7". I don't think I told you guys when her birthday was either. Opie's birthday is July 25th. And she's 23. I don't know if I said that either. So this is already a very unprofessional video. Opie is 23, she's 5'7", her birthday is July 25th. Lucky is 5'11", she's 23, and her birthday is July 7th. There's no reason why I'm deciding these birthdays, I'm just doing it as is. And Lucky's personality is that of Console. She is Opie's closest and best friend, always bright and positive. She's most likely to be always by your side. Enjoys social gatherings and making sure there's always a positive energy. Then we have Bruno, who is Opie's crush. One of my favorite animal designs. Side note, I actually can't show you the original designs for the first round of character charts because it's on my Mac laptop, but I have it in an external hard drive, but I can't figure out how to get it onto the laptop. The new laptop won't recognize the external hard drive as something that I can use, so it's kind of just like stuck in there. Anyways, Bruno is an English bulldog. He's a black English bulldog. Something I should mention, because I didn't mention this before, How I'm determining their fur color is based off of their hair. I think that's pretty apparent, and I feel like that might have been obvious. So that's why Opie is a white short hair and why Lucky is a gray rabbit, so you get it. Bruno is an English bulldog. He's 5'11". He is also 23. He was born on August 23rd. He has the personality of the Defender. Seems to have a tough exterior, but is actually just quiet and a big softie. Sees Roman, who is another character, obviously, that I will introduce, is a good example on good morals and how to treat others, protects those he trusts and loves. He is unaware that Opie shares the same feelings for him. Moving forward, we have Titus. Titus is a pug. He's a brown pug. He's 5'7½". He is 21. And his birthday is December 25. And he has the personality of the virtuoso. I think I'm saying that right. Bruno's adopted brother sometimes doesn't know the meaning of personal space, but his cheerful personality can brighten anyone's day. Enjoys being with his best friends Charlie and Bruno the most. Then we have Charlie. Fun fact, Charlie is actually a character that I designed because one of my best friends, Helena, she also has a YouTube channel. She does K-pop reaction and album review videos. She wanted me to design a fox character, and Charlie is a fennec fox. He was a really difficult redesign. It was really hard to format the kind of ears, like how his ears fell. I'm not gonna lie, his profile is from the front, and from the front it just looks kind of weird, but it's the best that I could do. Second fun fact, I used Charlie and Titus for an assignment in class. I was supposed to write a short story and I got an A on it. Charlie, his nicknames are Chuck, Chucks, and Chucky. They're all from Titus. No one else calls him these names except for Titus. He is 5'5½". He is 19. He is the youngest of my characters. His birthday is October 5th. And he has a personality trait of the logistician. Childhood friends with Childhood friends with Titus and Bruno, pretty shy and quiet. It is most likely to stay home reading or playing video games, but does not mind being with a few friends once in a while, so he is super introverted. So then we have Roman, probably one of my favorite human designs. I think actually my favorite human design, to be honest. He is a pit bull. He is 6'1", he's 26, and his birthday is January 1st, and he has the personality of the Defender. Tough on the outside, soft on the inside, a gentle soul who enjoys assisting those he loves. He has shown to be very compassionate and puts his loved ones before himself and would put everything down to help and protect them. Really quick, I want to take note of Roman's ears because he is a pit bull. I think this is very known as a dog owner. I'm not a dog owner, but I have heard this before. Dogs typically don't usually have pointy ears. I guess unless you're a French bulldog, whatever. Unless it's a French bulldog, but dogs typically don't have pointed ears. That usually means that, I think that it means that they've clipped the ears. I kind of feel bad for having Roman's ears like that now because it insinuates that he got his ears clipped. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep it that way, mainly because I already drew it. Kind of adds to the story that I'm not gonna write, but it kind of adds a little bit to the background that he got his ears clipped, so he probably had like a rough childhood or something like that. So now we have the twins, Hank and Helena. I don't have their character info saved on here. Shit. I'll be right back. Hank and Helena, their animal designs are my favorite designs right now. Bruno and Titus are my favorite designs also, but Hank and Helena like are at the top right now. It was hard at first regarding the wings because I didn't know if I should have their wings on their back or have their wings on their arms, which is what I decided to in the end. It just made sense to have the wings on the arms instead of the back because when it comes to their animal form, their wings are part of their arms, you know what I mean? So it just made sense to keep it that way. Hank and Helena are both vampire bats. Hank's nickname is Hanky. He originally wasn't supposed to have a nickname, but I think it'd be a cute nickname for Helena to have for her brother. Hank is 6 feet. He is 25 and his birthday, well, They're both 25 and their birthdays are October 31st. Hank has the personality of the entrepreneur. Hank tends to always be the center of attention, extreme social butterfly, or bat in this case, and is a big flirt. Prefers to have excitement and live the single life until he meets Roman. I'm glad that I didn't save a JPEG file for this because there's mistakes that I have to make, that I have to correct. Now Helena is 5'10". She has the personality of the entertainer, spontaneous and enthusiastic. She loves being around people. Although she and Millicent are two different personalities, they connect interests. Wait, there's a mistake I have to correct. God damn, thank God that I didn't save a JPEG file for this. They connect through their interests and love each other for their differences. So Helena has a girlfriend, and her name is Millicent, which is the next character that I will be introducing. I'm spitting all over my computer screen. Millicent, her nickname is Millie, and she is a spotted owl. She is 6'1½". She is 26. Her birthday is October 1st. She has the personality of the executive, and she is Helena's girlfriend. Very stoic and mysterious, is usually the most professional and rational when it comes to important decisions. Can be stern and tough, but can also be very loving and tender. Her character design is actually super simple. At least her hybrid design is super simple, which I feel kind of bad for because everyone else has a not complicated design, but like a more elaborate design than hers. But basically her design is, her like hybrid design is based off of her hair because she's a spotted owl and it just kind of looks like she has highlights in her hair. And the feathers on her arms where the wings are. Before, when I created this character, I had no idea what else to add to make it a little bit more unique. So she has like wings on this part of her arm, or like feathers on this part of her arm as her hybrid form. We are almost finished. We are actually coming into the round of characters where I kind of don't know if I even want to keep these characters because they're kind of almost childlike. Well, not childlike, but like the design decision is kind of childish. They're unicorns. Should my almost 30-year-old ass be making unicorn characters? You know what? I don't think it really matters. They're mine and I really like them, to be honest. So we have Pandora, another one of my favorite human character designs. I guess I have a thing for brown skinned women with light colored hair because Opie has white hair and Pandora is obviously a black character with light hair also, so I guess that's my favorite thing to do. Pandora, her nickname is Dora. She is a unicorn. She is 5'8". She's 27 years old and her birthday is December 31st. And she has the personality of the architect. She tends to look bored in her face, but is actually very soft-spoken. Keeps to herself most of the time unless she's with Naya and Quinn. Likes to solve problems with logic rather than emotion and is always prepared with a plan. Quinn is a very special character to me because I always wanted a plus-sized fat character, which is what Opie was supposed to be, but I wanted more fat traits, I guess. Opie is more curvaceous hourglass style, but Quinn has more realistic fat features, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Her redesign is kind of weird because she kind of looks like my mom. Ugh. I say that because she used to have a middle part and then I realized that almost all of my characters have middle parts. All of my female characters have middle parts. Opie has a middle part, Lucky has a middle part, Millicent has a middle part, and Pandora has a middle part. 4 of my female characters have middle parts. And I didn't want that for Quinn because I just wanted to switch things up a little bit. I apparently like middle parts. Quinn is 5'5", she's 25. Her birthday is January 2nd and she has the personality of the mediator. These aren't in order because Naya's birthday is before her. It doesn't matter anymore. She is the youngest of the unicorns. Her personality falls between Naya and Quinn. She would rather work in harmony and peace, but she'll use reason and sense if needed. It'll make sense why her personality falls between Naya and Quinn in a little bit when I introduce Naya. which is right now. So there's not much to talk about Naya's design overall, other than the overall design for the unicorn's animal form was super hard. Which is funny because when I first did the character designs for these characters before, the horse designs were not that hard to do, but it just looked very weird. And if I can give you a piece of advice, if you're not comfortable with a design or like a sketch or whatever, there's no harm in starting over. Like, just save that file and start over on a different file and then see how the two compare. And then if you find yourself like stuck, take a break, come back, fix it. You won't regret it. Because I'm so glad that I redesigned the animal designs, because Jesus fucking Christ. Naya is 5'5", she is 27, and her birthday is January 1st, and she has the personality of the campaigner. A free spirit who enjoys getting to know someone and having a connection. Rather than seeing the world through logic, she sees the world on a deeper and empathetic connection. It almost sounds like I made her stupid. So that's why I said before that Quinn fall in between Naya and Pandora. Okay. Woo! We have come to the end of the video. I am so happy to have finally made an introduction to my critter fiends. An introduction to my characters, because I have been wanting to do this for so long. I hope you at least enjoy it. I know it's not an art video per se, but it does include my art and my characters, so I guess it's the same thing. But I hope this gave you a little bit of insight on my characters, and when you see these characters as you're following me, you know who these people are. There's something I have to note, because I feel like as you were watching this video, if you have made it this far, you're probably wondering, just like I am wondering, does this make me a furry? Maybe? I don't think so. But at the same time, like, is it really that big of a deal if it does make me a furry? Like, I'm not trying to disrespect, no disrespect to the furry community. I'm just saying, I don't think that I am, but I'm also saying that, like, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I was. Out of everything that's happened, me being a furry would be the least of all of your worries. Anyway, like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this gave you a little bit of insight on my characters. I will be making more character designs because it's a lot of fun to do. I have 2 more character designs that I want to do. I have ideas for a couple of clown characters. I really like clowns for some reason. And I want to do designs for Hades and Persephone, because I do have my own ideas on their designs, even though I feel like I can't do that anymore because the game just came out, and now whenever someone goes into the Hades tag, they're only gonna see that game. That and also Lore Olympus, but I really want to make them, and I really want to paint Hades and Persephone together. I just think it'd be really cool, and I have those ideas and I want to make them. It'd be so much fun to do, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I know I'm choosing the weirdest time to make a comeback. We are on the verge of another lockdown. I don't know how long it's gonna take this time, but yeah, it's gonna be really difficult, but I'm gonna try my best to make more content. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please wear your masks so we can get this quarantine and this fucking thing all over with and things can go back to normal now. As I said before, for the 3rd time, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!